I'm gonna tell more grandma jokes, but you guys better not be soft, okay? Don't on me, because we go in hard on my grandma. That's the name of this album. We go in hard on her. Yes, my grandma has heart disease, and that's okay. Modern medicine is so great. You could just take pills and she'd just go run a lap, right? And it's fine. She's fine. She's doing great. But she doesn't believe in it very much. Like, she believes in traditional Chinese medicine, like herbs and spices, more than white medicine, right? And that's, I don't know. Here's the problem, right? And one day we were walking around the park and she was like, oh, I can't, Andrea, we have to go home right now. I can't feel my left arm. And I'm freaking out. Yeah, I'm freaking out. I'm like, should I call an ambulance? Like, I'll call 911, let's go to a hospital. And she was like, no. Just get me home. I just need to eat a green onion while facing north. I'll fix this. And she does that, which drives me nuts because it hurts her. But she does it to other people. She pushes her beliefs onto other people around her also. Like, I have a lot of food allergies and she cooks for me. And I'm allergic to pine nuts, and she puts it in all of my food because she thinks I'm just not eating it enough. Yeah. She was like, you need to be more alpha than the pine nuts. You just need to show the pine nuts that you're in charge. Just put your dominance, be more alpha the pine nuts. My grandma loves Joe Rogan. And so she puts it on my food, and I get very upset. And I'm like, Grandma, can you please stop putting pine nuts in my food, please? And she's like, okay. And okay, I will. And so she started to grind up the pine nuts to put it in. Yeah. And then one day I was eating, and I was like, Grandma, did you put pine nuts in this? And she's like, yeah, how did you know? I grinded it up. And I was like, oh, I can't breathe. That's how I know. Call an ambulance. She's like, no, I have a green onion. And a compass will be fine. I do live with my grandparents, and they do this thing. Okay, so we are immigrants, and they do this thing where they always have to have 34 bags of rice at home, right? That's the number that makes them feel safe. Yeah. Americans have guns, right? You don't, well, people do bother them about it, but my grandparents are sensitive, okay? 34 bags of rice, we always have to have 34 bags. And it's not the little bags that you guys buy, right? You're like, you guys get a little bag of rice, you're like, whoa, I just want to change things up tonight. I'm feeling crazy. Caleb, I don't know. Let's make some sushi with carrots in it. It's not those, it's not the little bags. It's this big, it's so big. It's like made of cloth. Someone cried while sewing it together. And every time we get to like 17 bags or something, a low number, my grandpa will freak out. He'll be like, Andrea, what are we gonna eat in 2 months? We have to go to Costco right now. He's like holding back tears. And I'm like, yeah, I know, shut up, let's go. Because I'm nervous also, right? I'm like, how do we let it get to this? And so we go to Costco. But do you guys know that saying, don't go to the grocery store on an empty stomach? Yeah, because you end up buying too much. Yeah. That's the same for us, except it goes a little different, the saying. It's, don't go to the bulk food store if you've ever had a communist dictator. Because you buy too much, right? We're like, what if, right? We need it. And it is a real problem. It's a big problem in my house, or at the end of the Costco trip, because we can't fit everything we bought into the car. The trunk is open, right? And my grandpa and I are looking at each other. We're like, okay, what are we gonna do? We can't, fuck, oh. And we came up with this solution twice, legitimately. We said this to each other. We were like, should we leave grandma here? So we could take all the rice home? Should we do that? My grandma's like, yeah. Obviously, yeah. It's because she's been through a war, right? Costco is nice. It's heated. Yeah. Or air conditioning. Any time of the year. They're great. It's because if we leave rice there, someone's going to take it, right? But if we leave my grandma there, no one's going to take her. Because she's a burden. Don't feel bad for her. You're like, oh. No, that's a joke, though, if you feel bad. It is a joke. We've obviously never left her there. She's 80 years old, right? We've just put stuff on top of her. It's good. She likes it because the roast chicken keeps her warm. Okay? It's the best part of her day. We do keep those all the bags of rice around, but there's a problem that comes with everything has a bad thing that's like yin and yang, right? That's not a saying. But everything has a bad, it's like yin and yang. Yeah, take that home. Put that on a pillow. But there is a bad part to the rice. We have a really bad moth problem at home because of the rice. Yeah, it's like pantry moths. Do you guys get those? You can get it from quinoa too. I'm translating, right? Yeah, I'm super relatable, you know. And no, we get these moths and they don't care. They're really weird. These moths are weird because, okay, I found out that they came from bags of rice when I was 11. My grandma was like, yeah, they just come from the bags of rice and nothing else. And I was like, what? Life is gonna be crazy. Rice is not alive. I was so upset over that. And that's where they came from. And these moths are super weird because they don't care about dying, right? They don't care. Like, I'll go and swat them because we have so many. And then they're just on the walls. This is them. They're on the wall. And they're like, oh, you're trying to kill me? Oh, here, I won't move. Try again. Yeah, my mom is a bag of rice. Life has no meaning. Just do it. I had to take my grandma. There's so much grandma shit. I had to take her to the hospital recently, and that's fine. She was faking it. You guys, she was. You know her by now. You know her tricks, okay? You know. She was faking it for attention, I think. Right? Because how else is she gonna get attention? She gonna take a picture of her boobs and post it online? She's gonna caption it "Home Alone" and open her DMs? No. She has to be like, I'm dying. I'm like, I'll bite. What's up, grandma? Right? But she's fine. She's fine. She still tries with her boobs though, right? We went to the doctor for a regular checkup one day, and the doctor told her to take off her jacket because he has to listen to her heart, right? And then he turned around to go get his stethoscope, which it wasn't already around his neck. Like, this guy was a bad doctor, right? I was like, did you even go to medical school? It goes around your neck. While this dumbass doctor was turned around, my grandma, she lifted her shirt up, like the same way the Girls Gone Wild girls do it. Just all the way, and she was like waiting. And I was just watching this. I was like, what are you? And then the doctor turned around and he was like, oh. It was a walk-in doctor. Like, he was not expecting this today. He's like, oh no. No, not like this, no. And my grandma's like, right? Which that sucks, right? It's 2020. My grandma can't flash a doctor. Come on, feminists. Let's get her to do that.